You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.
Folks, we are broadcasting live from Black Lives Matter Plaza here in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. We literally are right down the street from the White House. I'm going to step aside. Anthony's going to zoom in. You're going to see that there are people who are out here. You see all of those flags down there. Protesters have always been down here ever since this street was painted over. Of course, after the death of George Floyd on Memorial Day in May. And so what you see here, you hear the music down there, you see those flags down there. Right behind them are the barricades that are keeping folks out of Lafayette Park. Lafayette Park is right across the street from the White House, but that has been blocked off for the last several months as a result of the protests that have been going on out here. And as you can see in the distance, you can see the White House, you can see the flag that is atop the White House that is flying there in 42 hours at 12:01 p.m. on Wednesday. Joe Biden will become the 46th president of the United States. Kamala Harris will become the vice president, and Donald Trump will be gone. In fact, Donald Trump plans to leave around 8 a.m. that morning because he did not want to have to ask permission of Joe Biden to use the plane known as Air Force One to fly him to Florida. He wanted to be able to fly to Florida still as president on Air Force One. That's what happens when you have your ego. So they're planning some ceremony at Joint Andrews Air Force Base. That's what's going on there. And so that'll be happening on Wednesday. But again, as I said, what is taking place, folks, over the next couple of days, all preparing for the inauguration. Washington, D.C. is seriously on lockdown. In order for us to, literally, our offices are right here, folks. In order for us to come here, we're to go to another location. They have bag screen. It's all around Washington, D.C. Anthony, you might want to turn the camera around. What you see, folks, at the end of this block right here, what you'll see, turn the camera around, Anthony. You will see the block right here, all security. You see all the barricades. This is all over Washington, D.C. What you're seeing right here. These barricades are all of Washington, D.C. You have checkpoints all across the Capitol. Some 25,000 National Guard troops are based here in the nation's capital. You see them all over the place. Literally, it is on lockdown. You have to be able to show credentials, show your passes. Normally on this street is a very busy street of folks here who are out here. But everything is pretty much on lockdown. There's a 5 to 7 block perimeter outside of the White House. We're actually inside of that perimeter. And so Muriel Bowser of Washington, D.C., what she did was she asked the White House to declare a national emergency in order for all of these barricades and the fencing to go up far earlier than they normally do. They went ahead 6 days, but because of the attack on the U.S. Capitol, there's been far more security that's been taking place all across Washington, D.C. Like I said, 25,000 National Guard troops are in the city, plus you have your federal law enforcement, Secret Service, Department of Justice, Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police. I mean, D.C. really is on a lockdown as a result of what took place on January 6th. This is not normal. You normally have, of course, mass security. You normally have fencing, but you do not have anything to this degree. It is all because of those white domestic terrorists who attacked the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, all because Donald Trump sent them there. And so that's one of the reasons why you don't see much activity out here, because they have made it very difficult, folks, to really get inside of the nation's capital. When you're driving in, literally, you have entrances that are blocked. The entire National Mall is blocked, and so beyond the White House, of course, you see the George Washington Monument just to the left of the White House there, and so the entire National Mall is shut down. The Lincoln Memorial shut down. The MLK Memorial shut down. There's massive fencing as all around the MLK Memorial. You literally cannot even visit any of these memorials as a result of what took place on January 6th. They have said there will be no patrons allowed to be on the mall for the inauguration. And so it's going to look a lot different than the inauguration of 4 years ago. I was, of course, on the Mall in 2009 as well as 2013 for both of those inaugurations. You know damn well I didn't even watch the Trump inauguration. I surely wasn't there. And so you see the huge difference has been taking place in this city as a result of that attack on the U.S. Capitol. They want to ensure that you're not going to have any more of Trump's armed folks who are going to cause any mayhem on that particular day. One of the things that we're also seeing, we're seeing that Associated Press dropped a story to the Defense Department and the FBI are vetting all 25,000 National Guard troops to ensure there's no insider attack against any of the dignitaries. And we know there was law enforcement and military folks who were part of that attack on January 6th, and so that vetting process is undergoing right now.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have that you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it, please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.